Welcome to the Wedding Robes podcast. This is the only show where you don't need clothes to travel the world. I'm Carly Konsker, your host and personal travel guide. Let's do the damn thing.
Hello. Welcome back to Wedding Robes. I'm Carly Konsker. I'm your host. And today I'm coming to you from Montauk Beach House. Last night I did a staycation here with two of my cousins, Alana and Lauren, and we had the best time. We went to dinner, hung out by the pool. This place is a great option if you're coming to Montauk, whether it's July 4th weekend or just a weekend in the summer. It is honestly an incredible option because there aren't many places that are nice to stay in Montauk. It's a very much a beach town and very casual, and a lot of the hotels aren't that nice. But Montauk Beach House, it basically looks like a renovated motel. They have an old-fashioned keychain, like key to get in your door. And my cousin was like, oh my God, they don't even have a key card. I think it goes with the aesthetic of the hotel. Last night we stayed in a bedroom with 2 queen beds. It was perfect for us. The bathroom's a little tiny here. It has a shower with a rain shower, which actually had pretty good pressure. I was surprised. And the beds are super comfy. I was nervous because I thought the pillows had feathers on it and I'm allergic to feathers, but turns out there were foam pillows on the beds, and we had a great night's sleep. The room also has a really tiny sink, but it does have a full-length mirror in the room, and it barely has a closet. When I say a closet, I mean it has a bar across the wall with a few hangers. So it doesn't really have a closet, but it does have a dresser, and it has plenty of space if you want to just live out of your suitcase or if you want to put your clothes away. It's up to you. But the room is perfect for what you're using it for. When you come to Montauk, you're coming here to party, to drink, to have a good time, and you're barely in your room anyway. You're really just sleeping here, and it does the job, and it's actually pretty cute, and the aesthetic is great for what Montauk is. I think it's a great option if you're coming to Montauk with friends, with family. So Montauk, there are a lot of places that aren't that nice, but this I would definitely put at top of my list if you are coming to Montauk to definitely check it out. And the rooms are pretty affordable for Montauk. I say it's usually about $600 to $800 a night. That's pretty good for Montauk, considering Gurney's was over $1,000. So if you're coming to Montauk, definitely check it out. I did notice that there is no phone in the room and there is no room service. So when you come here, just so you know, there is no room service at this hotel. Makes in-room dining very difficult. But they do have food by the pool. There are 2 pools. There's a smaller kiddie pool that is more shallow, and then there's an adult pool. But there's great lounges, huge lounge day beds that you can sit on and relax during the day. And they do have food that they'll bring to the pool, which is great, and drinks. There is a bar, and it was very much rowdy, the bar yesterday. There's a DJ. It was really fun. They do Sunday brunch here. And they also have seating with mini fire pits and also lounge seating on the grass / they brought sand in, beach house, I guess. But it's a really cute aesthetic, this hotel, and it's definitely lively. So if you're looking to socialize, it's definitely a great place to come. And I will say they do have a curfew here. So, and by curfew, I mean they have quiet hours. So they have quiet hours here from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., which I guess is great when you're coming to Montauk and you are exhausted in the middle of the night and you want to go to sleep. But just so you know, you're not raging at this hotel or throwing a party. It's just they have those rules. And for some people will like it. Some people will be really upset by it. But it depends on what type of vacation you're coming here for. That being said, if you have never been to the Hamptons, I kind of want to give you guys a breakdown of each town and how you even get to Montauk. So the Hamptons is made up of a bunch of towns, and you start with Quogue and West Hampton, and I grew up going to Quogue and West Hampton all the time. For me, they're the same thing. Anyone who has a house in Quogue goes to the town of West Hampton, and it's all within a 5, 10, 15-minute drive of each other. It's really close to each other. So I grew up going there. There's amazing, right now for me, bars in Quogue. John Scott's is really fun. It's also a restaurant. And I also love Beach Bakery. It's a very famous bakery in the town of West Hampton. Go there. It's very famous, I believe, for like jelly donuts. I don't eat jelly donuts, but everyone loves Beach Bakery. They have everything you could imagine. I also used to love Baby Moon Pizza. It was the best in West Hampton. Like, actually, hands down, the best. We love Baby Moon. Also, closer to West Hampton and Quogue, there's Dockers and Oaklands. And those are great, like, on the water places to have dinner and really nice place to go at night and really fun as well. Oaklands is, like, surrounded by a marina, so you'll see, like, all the fishing boats, and it's really a fun, like, aesthetic. I also remember Oaklands used to have really good chicken tenders. I haven't been in years, but try them. They're really good. So after Quogue and West Hampton, then you hit Hampton Bays. I have a lot of friends at Hampton Bays. I used to go out in Hampton Bays a lot. There's great bars there. And then you also have the number one lobster roll place, in my opinion, is Canal Cafe. It's in Hampton Bays. It is absolutely to die for. Instead of a traditional hot dog bun, they'll put a lobster roll in a ciabatta bread, and it's game changer. It's hands down my favorite lobster roll in the Hamptons. I will fight you on this argument. I will take you down. And they also have the best french fries. So Hampton Bays is about 15 minutes from Southampton, and that's where I spend most of my time. I love Southampton. It's a great town, lots of shopping, great restaurants. I personally love T-Bar, and I love Union Steak and Sushi, really good sushi there. They also have steak, obviously, and other food, but I personally love great quality sushi, and they have great quality sushi there. We also love Paul's for pizza in town. It's really just like good pizza, huge slices. We also love San Ambrose, which if you're from the city or in Palm Beach, you know that San Ambrose is all over the place. But it's always a great Italian meal, and you can't go wrong. Also, T-Bar is a nut-free restaurant, which is really helpful for my family since we have a lot of allergies. And the food is top-notch, always. Like, you can't go wrong with T-Bar. Everything there is amazing. I love the chicken Milanese. I love their tuna tartars. So, so, so good. And their dessert, their banana foster dessert is out of this world. They have the best desserts known to mankind, so definitely check it out if you're coming to Southampton. So beyond Southampton, you have Watermill, which is very close. I love Calissa there. It's a great restaurant. And then you have Bridgehampton, and people love Pierre's in Bridgehampton. I believe Topping Rose is also in Bridgehampton, which has a Jean-Georges restaurant there. And then you have Sag Harbor, which is a little further out, but Bill Bouquet is there. And great mussels, amazing mussels on the water. You see the boats, everything. And then after Sag, you hit East Hampton. East Hampton is huge. It is the biggest of the Hamptons. It has Wainscott, Amagansett, and then the town of East Hampton has the best shopping. So they have great restaurants and shopping. And last, beyond Amagansett, you have Montauk. So when you finally get to Montauk, Montauk is, I feel like, a different world on its own. It's very much a beach town. It doesn't really fit into the Hamptons aesthetic, but it's really cute and it's great for a weekend. I personally love Southampton the best, but Montauk is really fun for like a night out, a weekend out, or if you're doing a share house with friends, it's a great place to come. So last night I stayed in an ocean mist room with a view of the pool. It has 2 queen beds and it was perfect. I absolutely loved it. And it's technically in downtown Montauk. It is 1 minute, like you can walk outside this hotel and be where all the stores are. And by all the stores, I mean there's like 3 stores and a few Montauk sweatshirt stores and some ice cream shops. Like the town of Montauk is very small compared to the rest of the Hamptons. But this hotel is in walking distance of Hampton Coffee. It's in walking distance of Goldberg's. It's in walking distance of Pizza Village. And we'll get more into that in Robing After Dark. And before I get into Robing After Dark, let's talk about their bathrobe here. For some reason, this show, When in Robes, I always forget to talk about the bathrobe, but let's get into it. This bathrobe, as you can tell, is different from most bathrobes that we encounter. It is gray ombre bathrobe, and it is really soft and thin, but personally, I prefer like a white robe. Even though this is pretty cute and pretty soft, I just prefer a thicker, plusher robe. But that being said, I really do like this robe for what it is. Like, it fits me perfectly. But it's not like the cozy robe that you want to like cuddle in. It's just very light, summery. And it's cute that it has the ombre design. I haven't seen that in many places. And so I like it. But do I prefer a white plush robe? Yes. Yes, I do. So let's get into robing after dark, because people come here to party. And they party all summer long. I've come here most July 4th weekends, most major weekends in the summer. And if you're coming here in the summer, you have to have a reservation. These places don't care who you are. Like, you need a reservation in order to get in. Lines are crazy. It's insane. Places are packed. And Uber rides are impossible to get. So hit up like a taxi service. Try to get an Uber, but just be prepared that Uber may cancel on you. Or you might have like a 30-minute wait for your Uber in pitch blackness in the streets of Montauk. Also, service out here is pretty bad. So just prepare yourself and have a backup plan always. Like, always have a backup plan. So I've come out here many times. I love going to Rushmeyer's during the day. We have a great time. Also at night, it's fun. But if you have a table there, I think the other weekend we saw La Luxury there. It was so much fun. We had the best time partying. It's just nice to be outdoors, picnic tables, bottle service. I think it's a really fun time there, and I highly recommend going to Rushmeyer's. So when we went, Common Ground took over Rushmeyer's. Common Ground is a place in the city, and unfortunately, they lost their liquor license this summer in the Hamptons, so they're teaming up with Rushmeyer's, and we had a great time partying. But I highly recommend Rushmeyer's. Obviously, Surf Lodge is a classic. Great chicken fingers there, but it is a classic. You can go there for lunch, you go there for dinner, you can get a table. So besides Rushmeyer's, last night we went to Crow's Nest. We had the best time. It was beautiful. You can just go grab a drink, or if you have a reservation, you can have dinner there. Everyone loves the food there. We went for just drinks before dinner, and it was beautiful. It's a great place to watch the sunset on the beach. They have huge tables, and they also have day beds and lounges and a bar down by the beach, and it's honestly so picturesque, so beautiful, twinkle lights. It's amazing. And this crowd was great. On a Sunday night we went, and the crowd was popping. So I highly recommend it. It's really beautiful. Try to get a reservation for dinner and go early for a drink, and do it around sunset. It's a perfect place to watch the sun go down. We also went to Navy Beach, which is famous for their sunsets. I will say their food is subpar. If you're going to Navy Beach, do not eat there, but make a reservation either during the day or around sunset for drinks with friends. They have picnic tables outside, and it is honestly a beautiful sunset spot, but the food was a miss. I would not recommend the food. We tried the tuna crudo. We tried the mussels, which is in a cream sauce. We thought it was going to be in a white wine sauce. My cousin got the halibut. We got ribs, and we also got shishito peppers and edamame. We tried a lot of things. 95% were a bust, so I don't recommend eating there, but it was great for drinks and great for the view. After dinner, we hit up Fudge and Stuff, and the girls at Fudge and Stuff were so fun, so sweet. It is a ice cream shop / candy shop / fudge shop. And I highly recommend it. I had an amazing mint chip ice cream and cookie dough ice cream. There's also Ralph's in town, very famous place, Italian ices, and you could also get ice cream. But Ralph's is so famous, and if you want that, if you want Fudge and Stuff, honestly, you can't go wrong. There's also a donut shop in town that looks super cute. I did not try the donuts, but I'm sure they're delicious. And then beyond that, if you are coming out here and you need a late night fix or a drunk fix, go to Pizza Village. Pizza Village has incredible pizza that will hit the spot. The other weekend, my friend and I, we had been drinking all day. We were starving, hadn't eaten, and we rolled up to Pizza Village, and luckily they were able to give us some pizza and mozzarella sticks, and it really honestly was the best thing. It made us last the entire night. They can take up to like 3 hours to deliver. So I would just recommend rolling up and trying to get pizza in person rather than having them deliver, because you might never see that pizza. but it's definitely the best place in town to grab it late night. It's perfect. It will hit the spot and it will help you sustain yourself for the rest of the evening. I highly recommend it. I loved it. Maybe I was just drinking a lot, but it honestly was really good pizza. So some other places to hit up besides Rushmire, Surf Lodge, you can go to Sandbar. It's pretty new. It opened up in front of a motel. So basically they redid this motel and they opened up this bar on the beach, and it's really fun. It's very small, but it is on the beach. So I love the scene and aesthetic of it, and it's a really fun vibe with music. So go with your friends, grab a drink, and you don't need a reservation for that, but it will be very crowded. I loved going to Bounce. Bounce is in the city. It's very famous. It plays great music, but they took over the world famous sloppy tuna. So, the location is great. It is steps away from Sandbar. So if you want to hit up Sandbar, then walk to Bounce. A lot of times a table at Bounce is recommended because lines can be ridiculously long, but they play great music. You can dance all night and have a great time with your friends. It tends to be a little younger age-wise, but if you're there with like a large group of friends, you'll have the best time anyway. You won't even notice. So I highly recommend Bounce if you're coming to Montauk and want a great time and want to dance the night away. So last but not least, if you're coming to Montauk, I highly recommend Duryea's for lunch. Incredible chicken tenders, but they are known for their lobster Cobb salad. And it's amazing. Their fries are crispy and yummy, but their lobster Cobb is so delicious. It's on the water. It's beautiful. The wait there could be up to 2 hours. Luckily, we went there yesterday and it was only a 25-minute wait, which is not heard of. But if you want like that beautiful Montauk picturesque scene for lunch, I highly recommend it. And the food's amazing, except for the fact that they don't have Heinz ketchup. And honestly, the not having Heinz ketchup ruined the fries for me. But the chicken tenders were really yummy. I just needed something to dip in, and it was really unfortunate that it wasn't Heinz ketchup. But Duryea's is a must if you are coming to Montauk, and try to put your name down, maybe go somewhere else for a little bit and come back for your reservation. But it's a must. You have to hit it up. I really love it every time I come to Montauk. It's worth the wait. So let's get into in-robe dining, because I have an issue with a Montauk Beach House. They don't have room service. They don't have chicken tenders on their menu. And it makes it very difficult to do in-robe dining when you have no dining. They have a bar outside and I would say a restaurant of sorts, more like a lounge, where you can like order food to the pool and order food and eat outside by the bar. But you can't have room service to your room. I was so lucky. My amazing cousins, Alana and Lauren, decided to go to Goldberg's, which is a very famous bagel place, and pick up chicken tenders for me. So let's get into it. This is the strip down at Montauk Beach House, but we are reviewing Goldberg's chicken tenders in Montauk. Wow, Goldberg's. Okay, let me show everyone what we're working with, because these look incredible. They actually look amazing. The fries are crispy. They're definitely like those triple fried crispy fries, which a lot of places have out here, I've noticed. So the fries look crispy, and the chicken tenders, there's the fourth. They told me that 4 come in an order. Chicken tenders look bomb. Okay, let's try these. The chicken tenders look bomb. They look a little bready, but we'll see if the breading falls off, but they're perfectly golden brown. And by the way, Goldberg's opens at like 6 a.m. You can go, they're famous for like their egg sandwiches and bagels. So highly recommend hitting that up. The lines are always out the door. Call ahead and order in advance. Okay, let's try a fry. You can hear the crunch. Fries need a little salt, but they're really good. Okay, let's try the tender, chicken finger, chicken strip. These are good and they're hot, and they're honestly just 1 minute walk from this hotel. Wow. Okay. So I equate these chicken tenders to the classic one that you would get like at Madison Square Garden or Staples Center for a basketball game, except Staples Center has honestly the worst chicken tenders in California. Never go and get chicken tenders there. They're actually disgusting. But these are honestly really good. You can see the steam coming out. I'm actually so impressed, Goldberg's, for being a bagel place and like a deli. Your chicken tenders are off the hook. So if you're hungover in Montauk, run, not walk to these. They're really, really good. And I'm giving them an 8.8. An 8.8. That is an incredible score. I would maybe pass on the french fries, but like they come with them. And the fries are crispy. It's just I would think they need a little more salt. But the chicken tenders are incredible. Absolutely amazing. So that's my strip down of Montauk Beach House / Goldberg's. Incredible. If you're out here in Montauk and you need something to soak up that alcohol, definitely hit them up. I highly recommend it. And they were delicious. An 8.8 is an incredible score. I'm actually shocked myself that they were that good, considering that they're not even known for their chicken tenders. But spread the word. Goldberg's, amazing chicken tenders in Montauk. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I'm Carly Konsker, and stay tuned because you never know where we'll end up next. Goodbye.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and leave a review. And as always, follow us on Instagram at OneandRobesPod. And while you're there, you might as well follow me at Carly Konsker. See you next time.